Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Gibson and I'm going to show you how to create curbs and sidewalks using a couple of TurboCAD tools. Now this is a TurboCAD base file for Eternity Crescent in St. Albert. And this, I trust everyone understands, is the property line. It is not the curb. It is not the road edge. In order to complete the diagram, we need to put in the curbs and the sidewalks. I'm going to use a function called offset. This is the button up here. You click on that, choose a distance. Now in St. Albert, the distance of the curb and the property line is 6.5 meters on one side of the road and 4.5 meters on the other side of the road. Let's punch in 6.5 meters. Enter 6.5 meters and click on a property line segment. Then move your cursor over and click again. And what it does is create an offset, a line exactly the same as the first line, a specified distance away. I can do that again. Now as you can see, if I wanted to do the entire little section here, I would have to make a number of different clicks because each property line segment is separate. Now what I'm going to do is simplify things. So I'll show you a second function. It's called the join polyline. You click modify. Second one from the bottom is join polyline. Click there. Now I'm going to go and click each property line segment. You can see as I click them, it turns pink. And as I go along, when you want to finish, you click the checkered flag, the finish flag, here at the bottom. And I'm going to do this section over here as well. This one as well, and this turn, and finally this section here. What I've done is converted these property line segments from a number of different smaller segments into 5 larger ones. Now what I can do is go back and use the offset and make it a little simpler for myself. Click on offset, click 4.5 meters for the 4.5 meter side of the road, click on the property line segment, notice that it's joined together, and then move it over. Click, move over. I need to change it to 6.5 meters to do the other side. So 6.5 meters, enter. And click, click, and one more. So what I've done now is actually make the curb. I haven't done the corners yet. I'll do that in a little bit. But I've got the curb in. Now I still have to do the boulevard. Now the boulevard is 2.5 meters wide, so again I'm going to change the distance, 2.5 meters, enter. Click and offset. Click and offset. And again for all the other segments as well. And finally, the sidewalk. Sidewalk is 1.5 meters wide. So let's make the other edge of the sidewalk. Click, 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 and click, 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 and again. Now this particular section is not being cooperative. So I've made a couple of duplicates on the wrong side, so I'm just going to remove them. Select, click, and delete. And the second time, click and delete. Now I actually have what I want. I have a curb, a boulevard, a sidewalk, and then a public property segment which is 2.5 meters wide on one side of the road, but only 0.5 a meter wide on the other side. Now how to do the corners. To do the corners, you need an arc. This is the arc function. Click on the arc function. Now, sometimes it's difficult to connect this point to the arc, but if you depress V for vertice on your computer keyboard, it ensures that the point is actually joined exactly together. So you click V and pull, click V again, and then finally pull in order to make the curve. Click again. Let's do this one. V, V, and pull, and click. I then can go back and use the offset. Offset, 2.5 meters for the boulevard. Click and move over, and then change it to 1.5 meters for the sidewalk. Click and move over. Now on this side, I'd like to do things a little differently. What I'd like to do is join the sidewalk the way it actually does appear in reality. So I'm going to use a third function. This one's called Meet Two Lines. Click on that. Click. And click. And what it does is actually joins the two lines together in a point. Okay? That's the way the sidewalk actually runs. Now, I can do that with this segment as well, but what I really want to do is join it to the arc. So another function, shrink and expand. Click on that, click here, and click the arc. And the second one here, again, click on the line, click on the arc, and it joins it together. That's actually how the sidewalk looks in this particular area. So I'm finished. I've got my curb, my boulevard, my sidewalk, and my public property left over. I just need to label the sidewalk. Click on the text, change the size in this particular case to 1 meter, which makes most sense. Capitalize, sidewalk. Move it into position. And spin it so that it actually winds up looking half decent. And you could do that a couple of places around. You don't really need to label the boulevard if you've labeled the sidewalk. Most people understand that the distance between the curb and the sidewalk is a boulevard. But this is a very easy process, and it works very well for someone to complete a crescent, putting in the curb, the sidewalk, and whatever other features are necessary. Thank you.